In a shocking yet welcome turn of events, the Internal Revenue Service has officially announced a new round of stimulus checks worth $3,200 targeted specifically for seniors and Social Security recipients. For millions of Americans who have been struggling to keep up with rising prices, this announcement feels like a long overdue lifeline. After months of speculation, political debates, and public outcry, the federal government finally appears to be stepping up with meaningful relief for those who need it most. The elderly citizens who have worked their entire lives only to watch their savings erode under the weight of inflation. The new $3,200 stimulus initiative has already sent waves across the nation as retirees, veterans, and low-income Social Security beneficiaries eagerly await more details on eligibility and payment dates. Many are calling it the most significant financial relief for seniors since the pandemic, while others view it as a calculated move ahead of the upcoming election year. But whatever the motivation, one thing is certain: millions of seniors are finally catching a break. The IRS revealed that these $3,200 checks will not be a one-size-fits-all payment. Instead, they'll be distributed based on income levels, Social Security status, and other qualifying factors. Those receiving Social Security retirement, Supplemental Security Income SSI, Social Security Disability Insurance SSDI, or veterans benefits are among the first in line to qualify. What makes this announcement even more stunning is the IRS's statement that this round of payments will be automatic, meaning eligible recipients won't need to apply, fill out new forms, or navigate confusing websites. The funds will be directly deposited into the same accounts where recipients receive their monthly benefits. For millions of retirees living paycheck to paycheck, this isn't just a government policy, it's hope, security, and a reason to breathe easier. Officials hinted that the $3,200 figure was not arbitrary. It reflects careful calculations based on inflation data, cost of living adjustments, and the growing economic burden on older Americans. Over the past 2 years, rent, groceries, and prescription drug prices have skyrocketed, outpacing the modest increases in Social Security benefits. As one analyst put it, seniors have been squeezed from every direction. This stimulus is meant to give them room to recover. For many, the payment could mean catching up on overdue bills, filling long-delayed prescriptions, or simply putting food on the table without worrying about overdraft fees. Economists suggest that the new stimulus could also provide a ripple effect for the broader economy, boosting local spending and helping small businesses rebound in the process. Social media platforms exploded with reactions following the IRS announcement. On Facebook and TikTok, seniors and advocates began sharing their excitement and disbelief. One post, already viral, read, "Finally, the government remembers us." Others voiced skepticism, questioning whether the program would truly roll out as smoothly as promised, given past delays and confusion during previous stimulus rounds. Still, the prevailing sentiment is one of cautious optimism. Many older Americans have felt left behind in recent years, overshadowed by debates over student debt relief and corporate tax breaks. This new initiative, they say, finally puts the spotlight back where it belongs, on those who built the country and deserve to live their golden years with dignity. Behind the scenes, however, political analysts are dissecting every aspect of the move. With the economy still volatile and public approval ratings fluctuating, many believe this stimulus effort has dual motives: relief for citizens and redemption for policymakers. Some suggest it's a strategic pre-election maneuver designed to restore faith in the administration's handling of economic hardship. Regardless of intent, seniors across the nation are welcoming it with open arms. After years of uncertainty, mounting medical costs, and dwindling savings, this new payment could be the difference between despair and relief. $3,200 might not change everything, one retiree said, but it sure changes this month. Yet, questions remain. When will the checks arrive? How will eligibility be verified? And will there be follow-up payments or expansions to other groups like low-income families and caregivers? The IRS has promised to release a full schedule soon, with priority going to Social Security recipients, followed by retirees with lower annual incomes. Experts predict the rollout could begin as early as next month, possibly aligning with the next Social Security payment cycle. Financial advisors are urging seniors to verify their direct deposit details and avoid scammers pretending to be IRS agents, a growing concern every time new stimulus programs are announced. The IRS has emphasized that no one will be contacted by phone, email, or text to confirm eligibility. The money will come automatically to those who qualify. As America braces for what could be the final major stimulus effort of this decade, the message from Washington is clear. Help is on the way. For millions of seniors who've waited far too long, it's not just another government check. It's a symbol of recognition, a long-awaited acknowledgement that their struggles matter. Whether this new program lives up to its promise or becomes another bureaucratic tangle remains to be seen. But for now, hope is back on the table, and for many seniors, that's worth more than gold. As the dust settles on the IRS announcement, millions of seniors are now glued to every update, anxious to know when the long-awaited $3,200 checks will hit their accounts. Inside sources suggest that the first wave of payments could roll out within the next few weeks, possibly aligning with the November Social Security payment cycle. According to officials, the IRS and Social Security Administration are working hand in hand to ensure a smooth, automated distribution system. This means there will be no extra paperwork, no confusing forms, and no hidden steps. The goal is to get relief into the hands of seniors as quickly as possible. For many older Americans who have endured months of financial strain, this timeline can't come soon enough. It's been gas or groceries, medicine or rent. One 72-year-old retiree from Ohio told reporters, "This check won't fix everything, but it means I won't have to choose for a while." Stories like hers have flooded social media, painting a raw and emotional picture of the quiet financial battles seniors fight every day behind closed doors. The IRS clarified that the $3,200 payments will be processed in phases. Direct deposit recipients will see funds first, followed by mailed checks and prepaid debit cards for those without bank accounts on file. Officials have urged recipients to double-check their information through the Social Security online portal or irs.gov, emphasizing that outdated banking details could delay payments. Additionally, those who rely on paper checks should anticipate longer processing times due to the high volume of distribution and mail congestion during the holiday season. The agency's message is simple: patience and vigilance. Scammers are already seizing on the announcement, flooding inboxes and phones with fake IRS verification messages. Authorities are warning the public, the IRS will never ask for your information by phone, text, or email. If anyone claims they can expedite your stimulus check for a fee, it's a scam. Seniors, often the most targeted demographic, are being urged to ignore such calls and report them immediately. Economists and analysts continue to debate the broader implications of this move. Some view it as a bold but necessary step to stabilize the economy by empowering seniors, the group most likely to spend locally and stimulate community businesses. Others, however, question whether the federal budget can sustain another round of stimulus without deepening the deficit. Political critics claim this initiative is more about optics than economics, arguing that long-term reform in Social Security and Medicare would serve seniors better than temporary relief. But for millions of older Americans, that debate feels distant. What matters now is survival, making it through another month with dignity and security. "I don't care if it's political," another recipient in Florida said. "All I care about is being able to pay my power bill and buy my heart medicine." Interestingly, the $3,200 stimulus also comes amid growing pressure for broader financial support. Advocacy groups like AARP and the National Council on Aging have been lobbying for months, urging lawmakers to expand direct payments and provide more aggressive cost of living adjustments. They argue that the current Social Security system fails to keep pace with inflation, leaving many seniors below the poverty line despite decades of contributions. This new round of stimulus, they say, is not a gift, it's a correction. Seniors aren't asking for handouts. One AARP spokesperson stated, "They're asking for fairness in a system they paid into their entire lives." That sentiment has resonated nationwide, uniting retirees across political divides in rare agreement. For the first time in a long time, older Americans feel seen, heard, and valued. Meanwhile, financial experts are offering practical advice to seniors about how to make the most of the upcoming windfall. With inflation still nibbling away at every dollar, they recommend using part of the stimulus for essentials and emergencies, paying down medical debt, securing insurance premiums, or stocking up on necessities before prices rise again. Others suggest using the funds strategically to protect against future financial shocks, like unexpected repairs or healthcare costs. Treat this stimulus as a cushion, not a luxury, one retirement planner advised. It's not just a check, it's a chance to catch your breath. As the program rollout nears, anticipation continues to build. News channels are flooded with countdowns and interviews. IRS hotlines are buzzing nonstop, and seniors across the country are checking their accounts daily. For many, this feels like a long-awaited acknowledgement from the government that their struggles matter, that the promises made to America's seniors are finally being honored. Whether this is the start of a larger policy shift or simply a temporary reprieve, one thing is undeniable. The $3,200 stimulus is sparking hope in households that have known only worry for too long. In a nation divided by so much, this moment, however brief, has unified millions in cautious optimism. Still, the real test will come in the execution. If payments arrive smoothly, the IRS could restore public trust shaken by years of bureaucratic delays and mixed messaging. But any glitch, delay, or misinformation could reignite public frustration. That's why experts advise all eligible recipients to stay informed, rely only on official IRS or SSA updates, and avoid the rumor mill. The IRS has pledged to release a detailed payment calendar soon, outlining deposit dates, check mailings, and verification protocols. For now, seniors are left with one clear message: help is on the way, and relief is closer than ever. This isn't just another headline, it's a turning point for millions of Americans who've spent years wondering if anyone in Washington still cares. With $3,200 on the horizon, a bit of that lost faith might finally be restored. Because at the end of the day, this isn't just about stimulus, it's about survival, respect, and the promise that even in tough times, no senior should be left behind.